Good morning, 6th grade. You are so lucky you're at school today. I know it's an early release day, but you are going to love this program. We have prepared a lot for you this morning, so all you have to do is sit back and listen, take in a lot of the work of our student performers and volunteers. But this is a special day for Gettys Middle School. You're in a special place, and I hope you're thankful for that each and every day. We are launching today our school's bullying prevention program, and your classroom sessions that will begin next week on Thursday and Friday with your classroom teachers. For this program, I'd like to thank everyone who's been working behind the scenes to put all this together. I was out here this weekend, and we had some of our drama club students and others were out here spending their weekend practicing for you, putting in some time. So thank you. Our cheerleaders, thank you for all of our student participants, our adult leaders, and our guest speaker. In 2006, our guest speaker made a decision that transformed Clemson University in helping it become what you see and celebrate today. And now in 2019, he's decided on a very busy day up in Clemson with the game tonight, he's decided to come here to your school, Gettys Middle School, and kick off our bullying prevention program and help transform our school and take a stand with us against bullying. Football is very big. No matter who you root for, we get that, and this is the time for it. But he's here not for football, he's here for your life. And that's even more important to him, and that's why he's here, and you'll hear more about that in a little bit. Students, it is a fundamental human right for all students to be educated in a safe and humane school community. A community of respect and acceptance of positive support of all students. Parents, school staff, other adults here in our community, we can help you by stopping bullying. We can talk about it. We can build a school environment here at Gettys that is safe, and we can create community-wide, outside of these walls, a bullying prevention program. At Gettys Middle School, in the school district of Pickens County, we're doing just that. We are in our second year of this program. It is called the Olweus Bullying Prevention Program. This program is an international program, and it is one of the most effective research-based programs to stop this issue of bullying. Have you ever seen a student teased for how they look, what they wear, or ridiculed, made fun of, maybe online or in some social media posting? Many of you may have been a victim, or you witnessed someone else being a victim, or unfortunately some of you may have been the person bullying others or cyberbullying online. Well, Gettys Middle School and your community of Easley in the school district of Pickens County will not tolerate bullying in any form whatsoever, and we're taking a stand here today against it, and it'll be part of your work all year long. National statistics tell us that nearly half of all students at some point in education have experienced some form of bullying. Our school's efforts last year, through the first year of this program, has reduced that a lot here at your school. However, for about 5% of surveys with our students, about 5% of our surveyed students report that they still experience some form of bullying weekly, and about 5% experience it almost monthly. Most people think of bullying as being something physical, but that's actually, according to our students, that's actually one of the smallest percentage of types of bullying that actually occur. The greatest forms of bullying, according to our students, are not so obvious. They're verbal remarks, put downs. They're spreading rumors about other people. It's behavior online, or not including other students in activities or right alongside you at the cafeteria lunch table. They happen mostly, according to our students, in our hallways. They happen in our lunchroom, our classrooms, and our locker rooms. Bullying students is just not cool. And we will not stop until it is eliminated for all students. As a middle schooler, I understand life at your age is not easy. You're part of the most connected generation online that we have ever seen. But it's also a generation that a lot of research is showing is the most isolated and feeling alone. You're surrounded by technology where every photo, every posting is either a like or a dislike. There are a lot of pressures, and bullying only adds to that pressure for someone sitting here in this room. What I love about this school and Getty's Middle School, it is a place where all students come together. We're the place where 5 elementary schools unite here in Easley. All walks of life, where we respect each other and have appreciation for each other. We will be a school where we come together. We will be a school of unity. We will be a school where random acts of kindness are the norm, and student safety is everyone's priority, and we need your help. We are officially launching these efforts here today, and your classroom teachers will follow this up with sessions on Thursday and Friday next week. Every day we have made time outside of the school year on Thursday and Friday. That time is called cluster time, and that is a time where we stop the academics of English, math, science, and social studies, or your exploratory classes. And we spend time listening, we spend time in conversation with you, advising you, and help you navigate these waters successfully. Someone who witnesses bullying, either in person or in line, is a bystander. And I want to speak about this because this is one of our big pushes and focuses for this school year, according to our students, over 1,000 of them that we surveyed last May. As bystanders, you may witness some bullying. But students, you can be an upstander. Be an upstander, not a bystander. See, bystander is one that just witnesses it and possibly does nothing about it at all. An upstander is someone who takes action and helps when they witness bullying and helps stop bullying in its tracks. Each of you can do something, and we'll have more about that in our cluster sessions. You can help students, you can include others, you can tell others at home and at school if you see that going on, and you can put a stop to bullying. And I want to thank you as your principal for joining us today in this important work this school year. Thank you. At this time, I will turn it over. We have an outstanding year planned with our drama club. We will be performing our second musical of Lion King coming up this school year. Will be awesome. But not only will they prepare that, but they've been working really hard to have a drama for us today for your reflection on this very important topic, to stop bullying. At this time, Ms. Vickers and all of our participants with our drama club.
Welcome to another edition of In Our Schools. Today our topic is bullying. Topic that's not easy always to discuss, but it's something that affects so many of our students. I have three students from a local school who've been brave enough to come to share their stories with us. Abigail, Sarah, John, welcome. Thank you for coming. Now, I understand that all three of you have experienced bullying, but have chosen to handle it differently. Is that correct? Yep. Abigail, could I start with you? Would you mind sharing your story with us?
Yeah, okay, so I moved to the school a few months ago. About a week into it, some girls started making fun of me in the bathroom. I ignored them, hoped they'd stop.
It didn't stop though, did it?
No.
So, something with pictures, is that what I understand?
Yeah, they started sharing pictures of me with captions like thrift store model underneath them.
Well, surely you told your mom or teachers? Or...
No, I was too embarrassed. But it was the first week of school. I didn't want the teachers to think I was a tattletale.
Well, that's understandable. Now, there was something that happened that made you not even want to come to school at all. Is that correct?
Yeah. So, after the first month, it got to the point where they'd make fun of me in the bathrooms and the hallways and places where the teachers wouldn't be able to see. And at lunch, if I tried to sit with someone, they'd move away. So I just sat alone. And it's just kind of funny to me because I didn't realize that clothes mattered. I didn't realize that the clothes you wear could be why someone would hate you. It was easier to stay home and fake being sick than go to school.
Thank you, Abigail. I know that took bravery for you to come today. Sarah, I understand that you also experienced something similar to Abigail?
Yeah.
So, would you mind sharing your story?
Sure. I wasn't new to the school. In fact, I grew up here, had friends in elementary school. You know, only a few because I'm really shy. When we got to middle school, my friends decided they didn't want to hang out with me. They found newer, cooler, more fun friends to hang out with.
Were you able to find any other students to be friends with?
I guess, maybe, but I am way too shy to ask anyone to hang out with me. Plus, people would start calling me Four Eyes or Bookworm in the halls. One day I went to sit down with someone at lunch, and they pulled the chair right out from under me. And I fell, and everyone laughed, so I just took my chair to the corner and ate lunch by myself.
Those students surely got into trouble.
Oh yeah, but they didn't seem to care. They just got more secretive about what they did. Knocking my books off my desk, calling it an accident, snapping my pencils in the middle of class.
Did you tell your mom then?
Yeah, I would tell her the kids at school are mean, and I asked her to homeschool me, but she said that was not an option. That I just needed to stay away from any kids. So that's what I do. I just keep my distance and hope that they don't even know that I exist.
Sarah, I hope that after today you find that you do have some friends at school.
I hope so, but I don't know.
John, would you share your story with us today?
Yep, I'm so glad to be here. Maybe after today, those jerks will finally realize how stupid they are.
John, if you could stay calm so we could actually understand your story.
Yeah, I'm sorry. See, I wasn't new to the school, but I've been here a little bit longer than Abigail. At my old school, we had a really great academic team. And at the first day, there was a group of students, and I asked if they had anything like that here. They just said, no, don't you play anything more manly? So I just left, but they started following me. So I went into the bathroom, but they made a circle around me and started calling me names like man baby.
Were there any other students who could have helped you?
Well, yeah, but they were just as afraid of them as I was. It's not like they were gonna do anything.
I understand that there was something more serious that happened after that. Is that correct?
Yeah. After they circled around me, I pushed one of them away, but that was a mistake. The next day, I came to school, they shoved me to the ground, kicked my book bag in the road, and then they started kicking me and almost shoved me into the road too.
John, that's awful. Students, I know this is difficult for you to come today, and I do appreciate you coming to share your stories. Thank you. But I do have a surprise for you. Students, will you join me on stage? Abigail, Sarah, John. This group of students is just a small group that is committed to stop bullying at your school. They want to know if you would be willing to join them. I hope that all three of you see today, even though you came thinking you had no friends, you have more friends than you know. Students, we hope that if you found yourself relating to any of the characters in our skit today, that you realize that Gettys is committed to having an environment of encouragement and lifting each other up. Your Olweus time is a perfect time for you to learn to be a good friend to other students and to truly make Gettys great. Thank you.
breakers, be kind. So you guys help them on the second and third time. Can you do that? Oh my, so I have 5 people who are gonna help me. Can y'all do that? Awesome. Second one, they're gonna say, think of others before you leave them out. And then the last one you should already know, it's a surprise. Y'all ready? Oh my gosh, y'all ready? Yeah!
Welcome, 6th grade! How's it going today? Hey, this is a great day at Getty's. We've got kickoff this morning with our Olweus program, and then we got kickoff tonight at 8 o'clock with the Clemson Tigers, so it is a great day. That's right. All right, so I'm not going to keep you long because I want to get to our guest speaker today, but I want to tell you just a little bit about what Olweus is, okay? So, what is Olweus? Olweus program, you are going to be in your cluster classes, and you're going to be meeting for about 20 minutes, and your teacher is going to lead discussions. But the cool thing about Olweus is that it's not just you sitting around listening to the teacher. It's actually you guys having conversation with each other. Okay, so it is a great time to learn each other. And so what we want to do this morning is we just want to share the basic rules of our Olweus program. All right, I'm going to share those with you right now. Rule number 1, I want you to repeat it after me. We will not bully others. Pretty simple rule, right? All right, rule number 2. Hold on, repeat after me. We will try to help students who are bullied. Now I want you to listen to this one because this is where we need your help. It's just like Dr. Corey said, we want the bystanders to become the upstanders, right? We want you to stand up, take care of each other. This is what we really want to concentrate on this year. All right, rule number 3. We will try to include others who are left out. Now, I've been in the cafeteria, and there was a kid who just came from another school, knew no one. And we had 2 people in 8th grade that went over to him and said, hey, why don't you come eat with us? I didn't have to go ask them to do that. They just saw that somebody was sitting alone and they were very nervous, and they took the initiative to go say, hey, why don't you come and join us? They formed a new friendship, and every day at lunch, I see those 3 sitting together. So if you see somebody that's being left out, include them, okay? Rule number 4. If we know someone is being bullied, we will tell an adult immediately. Very important. Don't just stand around and watch it happen, right? We stand up for each other. And sometimes that may be standing up for somebody, maybe just going and getting the closest adult and letting them know what's going on. So, guys, this is going to be so great. We had awesome student feedback from our surveys last year from our 7th and 8th graders, because this system works. It works, but we need you to speak up in your classrooms, be a part of that conversation, okay? And make this place a better place for you. Now, it is my honor and my privilege in just a few minutes to introduce our guest speaker. Our guest, last night I tried to do some research, and there were too many accolades for me to stand here and tell you of all ACC, right? All-American running back, set all kind of records here at Clemson. But as you see right here, we are going to have a former NFL player in our midst this morning. And these are just some of the teams that he played with: the Buffalo Bills, the Seattle Seahawks, the New York Jets, the Kansas City Chiefs, and the New Orleans Saints. But he is here at Getty's this morning, not to talk about football, but he is here to help you and to make an impact for you and our school. At this time, put your hands together as I introduce Mr. C.J. Spiller.
This morning, 6th grade. Y'all excited about being at school today? Or are y'all excited about getting out early today? Which one? I want to thank Dr. Corey and Mr. Chris for giving me the invitation to come and just share for a few moments on the big topic that's pretty much not only going on here in South Carolina, but I think it's going on nationwide. And that's anti-bullying. So, I stand with these guys. Bullying is not something that you want your name attached to. Just a quick view of how I view it. To me, when you bully someone, it lets me know that you're trying to find something. You're trying to be cool because you're jealous of that person that you're bullying. They could have more friends than you. They could probably have, better looking shoes than you. Whatever the case may be. You're just trying to fill that void that you're missing because they have it. And to me, it's not right. It's not cool. And and I don't want any of you guys to be associated with it. And I was in your shoes. I was my middle school, we started at 5th grade. So I know what you're going through. You're here at a big school. You got 7th and 8th graders. So you're still trying to find your way around, not trying to step on anybody's toes. So you're trying to find, how can you fit in? How can you get this year by making the right choices? And the biggest thing is just making the right friends. Choosing your friends wisely. That's the biggest thing that my parents and my grandparents always stressed to me, is always choose your friend wisely. You don't want somebody that's always picking on somebody else. Because at the end of the day, that's not going to get you to where you want to go. You guys are the future of our world. Even though I look young, I'm still kind of getting up in age. But you are the future. So you want to make sure that you're surrounding yourself with good people, good friends, the same people that have the same goals and the dreams that you have. Them the people that you want to surround yourself around. You don't want to surround yourself with people that don't have any goals or any dreams. They just want to, I guess we hear it easy, they just want to sit around easily their whole life. You don't want those type of friends because they don't have anything to strive for. So I challenge you to make sure that you choose your friends wisely. And even if you already have some friends, evaluate them. See how they are. If they don't fit up to the criteria that meets your standard, then get rid of them. That means they wasn't supposed to be in your life anyway. And I know you're probably not grasping that because you're so young right now, but trust me, choosing your friends right now is going to benefit you in the long run as you continue to progress throughout your whole school year. And the next thing is, it's different types of bullying. You got direct bullying, and then obviously the biggest one is indirect. So what is direct bullying? That's if I'm here present, talking to you, trying to talk down on you. But the biggest one to me is probably the indirect bullying. That's the spreading the rumors. As guys in the NFL say, them the tough guys behind the computer. You might look at me, he says all the accolades or whatever the case may be, but trust me, on Sunday, when I was playing and guys was doing their fantasy league, if I didn't get them points, you'll be shocked the stuff that I would get on my Twitter and then on my Instagram. You'll be shocked at the comments that they'll leave. Just because I didn't get them 20 points. That's not my objective. That wasn't my objective to go out there and try to get somebody 20 points. My objective was to try to go out there and win the game for my teammates. But you'll be amazed at some of the comments that guys get in the professional world from people sitting behind the computer. I mean, it blows my mind just hearing my teammates talk about how someone can sit behind a computer and just talk about their family like it's nothing. And it's just crazy, because if a person in the professional world was to see that same person, you know what they'll want to do? Take a picture, get an autograph. But this was just that same person that was just telling them how bad they was sorry, they wish their kids would, do crazy things to themselves. I mean, it was ridiculous. So not only bullying is affecting you guys, I mean, it goes all the way to the NFL, whatever the profession may be. I mean, it touches everybody. So I want to encourage you guys, don't be that, quote, that tough man that sits behind the computer and try to bully somebody because you think you're better than them. Because they probably maybe less fortunate than you are. Or they not as cool as you are. That's not the way to go. And to the bystanders, the thing I would tell you, imagine if that was your sister or brother. Would you still be a bystander? Imagine walking up on a fight and you seeing your brother or sister getting bullied. What would you do? I mean, I ain't gonna try to answer, but just imagine that. Imagine just seeing your brother or sister getting bullied. That's the same thing that goes when you see somebody else getting bullied. You're just as wrong as the person that's doing the bullying, because you're not trying to do anything to prevent it. You're not trying to stop it. You're not going to tell on anybody because you don't want to be known as a teller. Don't worry about the labels. Worry about saving somebody's life, because that leads me to my next thing. When you bullying someone, it messes with their mental state mind. And even though you might think it's young, suicide is at an all-time high right now because of bullying. It's at an all-time high right now. Just because somebody getting depression. I mean, that was a great example by the drummer team today. Great example. I mean, it couldn't have been more perfect than what they displayed this morning. Because that really happened. Even though they did a skit, that's real life issues right there, what they did. That's real life issues. So before you start bullying someone, just think about, what if that was my mother? What if that was my brother? Or what if that was my sister? What if your sister was to come home and tell you that she don't want to go to school, or your brother come home and say, I don't want to go to school anymore because the kids at school are bullying. That's what a lot of you guys face. A lot of kids face that today. They don't even want to go to school anymore because kids are bullying them because of the clothes they wear, because they might not be as cool as them. To me, everybody in this room has greatness in them. You just have to find it. Everybody has greatness. Everybody's gifted at something. You just have to find it, what you're gifted at. So I just want y'all to make the right choices. Y'all got to be the group, because y'all got 3 more years of this middle school. So y'all can already start setting that example for the younger kids that's going to be coming behind. And I think that was about the cafeteria. I mean, it shouldn't be nobody sitting by themselves at lunchtime. That is a perfect time to kind of get with your friends, mingle with your friends, and just talk about anything besides school. That's just a quick little reset button for you, just to get away from school for a little bit. So if you see somebody sitting by themselves, go sit with them or invite them over. That takes courage. It takes leadership. It takes being different. It takes not worrying about what your other friend's going to say. Because guess what? One day, that person that you may be bullying, they may be a CEO of a company that you're trying to get a job for. And believe it or not, they will remember that. So that could determine if you get that job or not, because they're going to know what type of person you are. You could be sitting next to the president in here. You could be sitting next to the next, professor, the principal at Guinness. You never know. But how you treat people, that's going to take you a long way. Do you think Dr. Corey and Mr. Chris would invite me here to speak to you guys if I was treating people bad? If I was going around thinking that I was better than someone? Because that's what I always get that. Oh, you're a celebrity. Oh, you're awesome. No. I hate when people say I'm a celebrity. I hate it. Because celebrity give people status. That means they think they're better than someone. No. I was just fortunate enough to play a game that I was blessed, that the Lord blessed me with, and that's football. I'm just like everybody else. I tell people all the time, I put my shoes on just like all y'all put y'all shoes on this morning. There wasn't nothing special about it. So that's why I hate when people say that I'm a celebrity. Because some guys take that and run with it. To me, I'm an ordinary person that was blessed enough to play the game that I love to play. So I hope today y'all was able to learn something. I know some of y'all probably giggling, during the drama thing, but that's real. That's what we're facing as a society. But y'all can be the school that can change that. Y'all can be the great example for other schools. I'm pretty sure that'll do Dr. Corey wonders to have people come in and say, how did you change that? What is it? And y'all can do it. I know you can do it. So I encourage y'all to do it. Y'all with me? Yes. Oh, that ain't sound convincing right there. So again, I just want to thank y'all. Enjoy this year. Enjoy this year. It's going to go by fast, but enjoy every moment. Be respectful. Be kind to everybody, not just your fellow classmates, to the teachers. I mean, think about it. You have teachers here teaching you something that's going to benefit you later in life. Don't take those things for granted. Don't take those things for granted. They give you the tools that you need to be successful in life. And they don't have to do it, but they were chosen to do it. They special. Teachers are special. Because they have to get here early and they have to leave late. So be respectful in the classroom. Don't be cutting up in the classroom. It shouldn't take a teacher to tell you to be quiet 10 times. It should only take once. And then again, if you see bullying going on, don't be afraid to go tell someone. But don't be afraid to stop. Thank you, guys.
All right, guys, we are wrapping this thing up. Last thing we have got is we're going to do our bully pledge, and then we are going to dismiss, okay? All right? Y'all give Mr. Spiller one more round of applause. All right, so I need you to repeat after me. I pledge to be a buddy, not a bully. I pledge to help others who are being bullied. I pledge to include students who are left out. I pledge to tell an adult if someone is being bullied. And I pledge to help keep this a safe place for all. So what does this mean for you? This means a better and a safer Gettys Middle School for you. Guys, we appreciate your attention this morning. I know you guys are going to do great things and you're going to set the bar high. Thank you all very much. Please stay seated. Your teachers will come around to dismiss you.